as good as it gets in National League Speedway.
Sean Tennant, welcome to the island and welcome back to Speedway.
Yeah, don't know what to say, I'm just made up to be here.
Obviously got the call from the promotion and Jackie, the management. What was it like when you got that call? Because you hadn't started the season off with the team, have you?
Yeah, I was blown away really. It's always been a club that I've always enjoyed coming here, should I say, and I've always wanted secretly to have a ride for the Isle of Wight with me liking the track and so on. So yeah, it was music to my ears, should I say.
Right, so just for those Warrior fans that are watching this, a little bit of background then. Last year you were with Stoke and that season didn't quite go the way you wanted it to, did it? Especially towards the end of the season, which is, well, it's our game because you've come in on a low average, you see. So you're looking to crack on now and move up the team.
Yeah, but I'm not a young chicken, I'm 37, I've got family and kids, and if things just aren't quite ticking right at home, then you can't come and do well in a sport like this. It's a tough game, and just everything just seems to be balanced out now, and I just want to put that behind me basically, and like you say, it was a steal for the Isle of Wight getting me on a 3.7 or 3.8 average, I think.
3.08.
3.08, well that's even better. So yeah, I'm hoping I can put a couple of points on that and do my part to put them into winning ways.
Well, the one thing about the Warriors here is that the fans really get behind the team, want them to do well, so that will help you out there.
Yeah, it's just brilliant. I just can't wait to get on the bike and make it happen. Basically, that's the next bit, isn't it?
When it comes to your kit, were you prepared over the winter to start the season, or has it been like a mad rush to get ready?
Well, it's been a mad rush to get ready. Obviously, with me not having any phone calls with a team place, I didn't just go out stupidly spending thousands of pounds getting all new equipment, suit, everything else. So yeah, the last 5 days has been manic really.
So the last 5 days you've gone out and spent thousands and thousands of pounds.
Yeah, I've had to hide the bank statements so the missus doesn't get her hands on them anyway. But yeah, so I'm going to still be in my old suit for these first couple of meetings, as they're not made overnight. But as soon as now I've got this team place, it's relit me fire for Speedway, and I'm going to be getting a new suit, new covers and everything else that goes with it, and hopefully maybe even some sponsors on the island.
There we go. Well, the island-based sponsors, they really do support the Warriors both on track and off as well. So for those sponsors out there and supporters, he's come in to join us. He's come here to make a difference to the team. So if you have got some support there, do come and see him in the pits as well before the meetings. Sean, have a great debut tonight. We are based on Bend 2 up there, recording all the actions. So if you get that heat win and your first race, come round and give us a wave, won't you?
A one-wheel wave, I'll give you.
A one-wheel wave, yeah. Just make sure that you put it back on two wheels and not elsewhere. Have a great night. Stay safe, ride fast, and it's great to have you on the island.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Phil Cook then, before the meeting tonight, great side you've assembled the Fen Tigers this year. We know you haven't been on track much, but got to be happy with those kids that you got on your side today.
Very pleased with the side we've got together, yes. Kevin and James put a brilliant team together, full of potential, full of guys who are going to look to push their averages forward. But as you say, we haven't been on track yet, so nothing's known yet about the boys, and we'll learn a lot about them tonight, tomorrow at Plymouth, and Sunday against Kent.
And what a number one to have in your team as well, especially around here. Daddy has flies, isn't he?
Yeah, it's his favourite track, and I haven't seen Danny ride here, but I know he was down here with Bellevue the other week, and one of our lads was mechanicking for him, and he said he was sensational, and yeah, very, very impressive. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, however, the Portal, when we're on the island, we are a little bit biased to the Warriors, so we know that they can be stopped from our point of view. So a difficult week for the Warriors last week, we've covered that, so they really are out for righting some wrongs.
Well, no, we've never had easy meetings here. You know, the Warriors turned us over last year, but I think we're a different side this year, and yeah, we're quietly confident that we can come here and come away with a win tonight.
And what about your captain, Jordan Jenkins, as well? He seems to have started the season on fire.
Yeah, Jordan had a fantastic year last year, and he's done well at the start of the season this year. He's guested for Birmingham at Stoke and gone very well. And yeah, we've got some exciting youngsters with Drew Kemp as well, 15-year-old, and Matty Marsden, Sam Beebe on the comeback trail. Yeah, it's a very exciting lineup.
Just want to ask you there, you got 3 riders on a 3-point average.
Yes.
What was your thinking of which rider to put in the main body of the team? Because I guess between those 3, you've got the pick of which one to put up there.
Well, yeah, we had to declare who was riding at 2 and obviously who the 2 reserves were. And Matt hasn't seen none of the British tracks, so we looked to start him at reserve. And obviously Drew is our potential wild card at reserve, so it'd been foolish not to start him at 7 with the potential of getting 7 rides a meeting when we need to.
But that's not to say Sam can't produce at number 2 either, because he's a rising star in the sport as well.
Not at all, no. Sam's bagged potential, but you know, we must remember Sam's come back from a horrific injury, and we want to give him plenty of time to ease himself in. And if when the averages change, Sam goes to reserve, so be it. But we've got loads of faith in Sam. We just want to ease him into the team slowly.
I want to ask you, you've been around Speedway for a long time as well. Warriors, of course, been back now for 3 years. To have the Warriors, or to have the island back into Speedway, is a good thing for the sport, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. You know, we love coming down here, and it was a shame when they were out of sport for a couple of years. It's one of the most friendly tracks we visit. It's a lovely island to be on, and we love to come down here. So yeah, it's really good news that they're back and hopefully thriving now.
Good stuff. Well, thanks ever so much for your time. Have a good meeting tonight. Let's hope all the riders stay safe and put on some good entertainment for the fans out there.
I'm sure they will. Thanks very much. Cheers.
Now, base.
Let's hear it, please.
There's a good man.
No, now I can't hear you. Right. We've got Jordan Jenkins, Mildenhall, and Ben, who's gone through the gate, but come back again for the Warriors. They're going to do the coin toss. Callum is going to toss the coin. Ben's just trying to work out with Mark what the best option is if he wins the toss.
He's trying to count and see if there's anything beyond 4.
What do you reckon, Callum? Do you reckon it's going to be the Warriors or going to be the Mildenhall team who win the toss?
Probably Warriors, actually.
Right, there's the man. He said the answer. Go on then, up you go. Jordan calls heads. It's gone down a manhole cover.
You're cool.
It's a head. So Jordan wins the toss. And it's 1 and 3 for the Mildenhall Fen Tigers in heat number 1. 1 and 3 for the visitors in heat number 1. Let's go on track and meet these guys individually and as a team. And first of all, we'll go to our visitors from Mildenhall. And I'd like you to give a very, very warm Isle of Wight welcome to the number 7 rider. He rode here last year for the Lions. It's Matt Marsden. At number 6, he's one of the up-and-coming talents in National League Speedway, and at 15 years old, he's got a huge future. It's Drew Kemp. At number 5, he's been here already this year, and he rides this track particularly well. It's Danny Ayres. Number 4 is a man who's moved back to the East Anglia area from Buxton last year. He does well on this track as well. It's Ryan Kinsley. Number 3 for the Fen Tigers, he's the youngest skipper in the National League and he's got a lot of potential, Jordan Jenkins. At number 2, great to see him back in the saddle after some injury problems over the last couple of years. A warm welcome to Sam Beebe. Last but by no means least, a very popular man here on the island. He's one of the pair that were the Speedway Widows winners last year, if you remember. It's a great effort from Josh Bailey. Now over to the Warriors, and are we going to raise the roof for the Warriors? Yes, we are. First of all, welcome back. He's unwell last week, but he's in fine fettle tonight. Adam Portwood. And a special welcome for our new signing, Sean Tedham. Our skipper at number 5, it's Ben Hopwood. Man who's trying all the time to improve on this track is Dan Ovesh. At number 3, he's in great form on this track, and his partner and his little baby are here today, aren't they? Give a welcome please to Scott Campos. At number 2, one of your favourites is Where's the Warrior, Chris Midland. And off they go into the sunset with our guest at number 1, Mark Baisby. Mildenhall in the toss to take next 1 and 3 in heat number 1.
Before the meeting tonight in the pits with Dano Verge. Dano, tough night last week, wasn't it? It's a smile there. Tell us a little bit about how you saw it.
Yeah, it was a tough night for most of the boys, really. I felt like I rode all right. I made quite a few mistakes which cost me points. I should have had about 9, but I made a lot of mistakes on the last turn, which cost me, like I say, 5-6 points. I ended up coming away with 3.
You know the mistakes that you've made there, so you've got that in your head tonight to hopefully not make those same ones again, and then you've learned from it, yeah?
Yes. I watched a couple of videos, saw where I went wrong, so I just got to go out and correct that tonight, and hopefully score a few points.
So it hasn't sort of dampened your enthusiasm at the moment. You are ready to go out there and right that wrong, if you like.
Yeah, we've got to win. We've got a job to do, and that's to win races, score points, and win as a team.
Mildenhall here tonight, tough team. We know that the bookies have got them right up there, and they've got a lot of youth, a lot of fast riders in there with Danny Ayres at the top as well. But we're on our home patch with the Warriors, aren't we?
Exactly. Like we say, it's gonna be tough tonight. Mildenhall are a very strong side this year, but everyone's beatable. We're here to race. We're not here to mess around, and like I say, anyone's beatable.
Just run us through what goes through your mind. Obviously, after a meeting like you had last week, you've gone home. You got the week to sort of go through it. How much time do you spend thinking about the rights, the wrongs, what you're going to do, and your preparation for coming back the following week?
Well, the worst part is, well, especially as we were supposed to be at Plymouth on the Friday, so we stayed away, and when you have bad meeting, for me personally, I can't sleep that night. I just sit there thinking through my head what's going on, where I went wrong, why I went wrong, and thinking
this is good because the fans get to see that you guys, when you leave the track, you really do care about what's gone on the track, whether you've had a good night or a bad night, and you really do think about it and take it to heart.
Exactly. When you have a bad night, lose sleep, not only that, you get paid per point. If you don't score points, you don't earn no money. And obviously everyone needs money to survive, and that it affects everything. Not only affects your confidence when you ride it and you come away from a bad night, it affects your pocket, it affects everything.
Tonight we're back, sun's shining, track's looking great out there. Have you had a chance to have a look?
Yep, I have. It looks
Happy?
beautiful, and I can't wait to get underway. I need to go put last week behind me and come back and score some big points.
Get out that start nice and fast, eh?
Yeah, so get out that gate, which is normally what I'm quite good at, and I just got to keep going.
Take a look into that lens there. For the Warrior fans that are watching this then, and they stand on the sidelines and they're cheering you on, they really are. You got a little message for those guys?
Yes, thank you for coming out and supporting us. Without you guys, there would be no Speedway, and without your support, there'll be no, not necessarily no meaning to winning, but when we come round on parade after we've won, you see you all cheering and happy. That's what we want.
Good stuff, Danny. Have a good night. Stay safe, yeah?
Thank you very much.
Danny Ayres, before the meeting then, you love this track, Danny, don't you? You've been here once already this season. It went pretty well for you, so welcome back to the island.
Nice one, cheers. Yeah, listen, definitely one of my favourite tracks on the circuit, so yeah, I do thrive off coming here. I really do enjoy riding this track.
Yeah, very fast here. So how's your season gone so far? We know that Mildenhall haven't had those matches, first match today, but have you managed to get much on track?
Should have had about 10 meetings by now, but keep getting rained off. So, you know, some people have been really lucky the start of this season. They've got all their meetings in, but sadly a lot of people have had a lot of rain off. So, listen, first 2 meetings were 15-point maximums. The first one here, you know, that was a 15 in my head. Morley lifted and straightened up, clipped me. Listen, there was nothing I could do. I either lay it down or go in the stands and view with the public. So one of them didn't get the decision, but we all know in my mind that was a 15-point max. Then I've been to Eastbourne, and the only person that beat me there was myself after that clear, and decided to do a 360 in the middle of the track and still nearly got it back over the line. So first 2 meetings have gone really, really well. But didn't have the best of meetings at Mildenhall, and sadly on John's testimonial, but. But we sort of tried to use that as a bit of a practice, but sadly it just things didn't go my way. I'd done a cam chain and that, so, but no, can't really complain at the moment. Just happy to get on the bike and get this season rolling.
So we know how much you like to be out there and be on that bike, and how much it means to you to get those points in the bags once you've won a race. You know, you don't just go round and in you go. We can see the passion inside you.
Yeah, listen, I've come into the sport late and. I love it. I thrive off it. You know, like I've said before, getting a race. And like coming to watch me, and like I've always said, if I can put bums on seats and give them something to entertain, then I've done my job correct.
Well, I'm sure we're going to get a few more of them on here on the island. You know that we're biased here on the island. When the Portal are on the island, we are really Warrior based, but we do hope that you have a safe night and that you entertain the fans. We know you always entertain those fans, and we're going to be based as usual, Ben too, so give us a wave if you're coming round, and have a great night, Danny.
No worries, pleasure, really pleasure. Thanks a lot.
Morgan, then, how did you find it last week on the track?
The track was good, bike unfortunately not so good.
Oh, okay. What was it like lining up at the tapes for the first time?
Exciting, to say the least. Yeah, really good.
And you're really looking forward to getting in that team?
Can't wait.
All right, well, we'll catch you out there tonight. Have a good one.
Cheers, you too.
So that's the position under 21 of the Berwick front five. because there's a change coming up on the Mildenhall side in heat number 8, and in place.
Chris, remember what race you had there? Shame you got you there, but what a race!
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but you know, at least I'm getting back into it now, back on the pace, and all the problems seem to be sorted. So looking forward to cracking on now with the season.
All right, keep it going, Chris.
Cheers, thank you.
Martin, the boys are down at the moment, but the Mildenhall's pretty good considering they're a tough team, aren't they?
Yeah, they are a tough team, and they've got Drew Kemp at reserve, and they can put him in any number of times, and it's hard when you've got such an excellent reserve like that. But the guys are working together. I think there's good team spirit, and I think we're unlucky to be down where the points we are.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Certainly the Warriors are battling on that track, aren't they? They're not giving up.
No, and I'm slightly biased with Chris's ride because normally, or sometimes when he's passed by somebody, he'll just back off the pace. But he came back at Kemp, overtook him again when Kemp came past him. It showed real fighting spirit, and I think that's prevalent throughout the rest of the team. They are fighting like mad.
It's good. It's good signs for him.
Yeah.
So that they can pull some points back.
Yeah. It is what it is, though.
3/4 of the track was slick. So that last quarter bit when I was at, the third quarter.
Well done, Reggie. Well done, kids. Additional heats, and so as they come round, give the Mildenhall boys a big cheer. They've done a good job for their club tonight, and great to see them out on track. Best of luck as they move forward in the competition and on to the